we are kicking things off with massive moves in the semiconductor world. Billionaire Coleman's Tiger Global Management just dropped a massive $180 million bet on Intel stock, signaling serious conviction that this turnaround story is far from over. We dive into the details of this huge investment and what it means for the future of American chip manufacturing. How these components are hitting the consumer market right now. And finally, we turn to the world outside the chip fabrication lines. We bring you the latest around the league NBA intel on possible player, coach, and executive movement, including chatter about Cleveland, Philadelphia, and New Orleans, and what might be next for Victor Wembanyama. Stay with us for the full breakdown. Billionaire investor Coleman's Tiger Global Management has made a significant, high-conviction bet on the semiconductor giant Intel, committing $180 million to the stock during the first quarter of 2026. This move signals strong institutional belief that Intel's turnaround is still in its early stages amidst the burgeoning artificial intelligence era. Intel shares have demonstrated remarkable recent performance, surging 404.73% over the past year and up 194.77% year-to-date. Tiger Global's 13F filing for Q1 2026, which disclosed the $180 million investment, underscores the firm's serious commitment, particularly given that its largest holding is Alphabet. The investment thesis for Intel is built on three concurrent catalysts. First, earnings momentum is accelerating. Intel has reported 6 consecutive quarters of revenue exceeding expectations, with Q1 2026 revenue reaching $13.6 billion, up 7% year-over-year, and non-GAAP EPS of 29 cents, significantly beating consensus estimates. Second, there is a massive surge in demand for AI CPUs. Data centers are driving demand not just for GPUs, but also for Intel Xeon processors, which are essential for handling the inference and agentic workloads central to modern AI. This is evidenced by strategic collaborations, including the Intel-Google partnership for Xeon deployment in Google Cloud and the selection of the Intel Xeon 6 as the host CPU for NVIDIA's DGX Rubin NVL8 systems. Third, progress in the foundry segment is strengthening the company's foundation. Intel recently repurchased a minority equity interest in the Fab 34 joint investment entity in Ireland, bolstering its balance sheet and manufacturing independence. Intel's recent financial results showed revenue of $13.6 billion, non-GAAP EPS of 29 cents, and cash from operations of $1.1 billion, with Q2 2026 guidance projecting revenue between $13.8 billion and $14.8 billion. CEO Lip-Bu Tan emphasized that the shift toward AI inference and agentic workloads is significantly increasing the need for Intel's CPUs and advanced packaging solutions. The company is also positioning itself strategically by joining the Terafab project alongside major players like SpaceX and Tesla. Product cadence is supporting this trajectory, with the launch of Xeon 600 processors, Core Ultra processors, and Core Series 3 processors built on the advanced Intel 18A process node. Analysts view the $180 million position as a conviction play, betting that the turnaround is durable. The convergence of AI CPU demand, foundry momentum, favorable U.S. semiconductor policy, and executive credibility is drawing significant institutional attention to Intel, suggesting the market is currently underpricing the value of a revived American semiconductor leader. Intel shares faced significant pressure entering the new trading week following a sharp decline on Friday, as investor optimism surrounding artificial intelligence demand for CPUs cooled. The stock finished Friday at $108.77, marking a 6.18% drop for the session, and the stock lost 12.9% for the week, trading well below its previous close. The broader tech sector, including the Nasdaq and semiconductor indices, also suffered, with Nvidia falling 4.4% and AMD down 5.7%. Analysts suggest a broader market recalibration, with some commentators noting that the market may have become overly enthusiastic about the AI narrative. Competition in the server CPU market remains a key concern for Intel. UBS analysts indicate that Intel's market share in server CPUs dropped to 54.9% in the first quarter, down from 64.4% a year prior, as AMD gained ground to 27.4% and ARM reached 17.7%. Despite these headwinds, Intel provided some forward guidance, reporting first-quarter revenue of $13.6 billion, a 7% increase year-over-year, and setting a second-quarter guidance between $13.8 billion and $14.8 billion. CEO Lip-Bu Tan attributed future demand to the next wave of AI driving need for Intel CPUs and advanced packaging. The company is also pursuing new business avenues, recently signing a multi-year agreement to serve as the official compute partner for McLaren Racing. However, valuation risk is resurfacing, with analysts emphasizing the need for concrete execution, particularly in Intel's foundry business, which must deliver in 2027 to validate a turnaround. Higher oil and treasury yields are reportedly pressuring growth names, potentially keeping chip stocks constrained. Intel has signaled to investors that competition, manufacturing delays, and uncertainties in AI demand could lead to missed targets. The market is poised for a critical test on Monday's trading session. Investors are keenly watching to see if buyers remain committed to the AI CPU thesis. A rebound could signal that downside buying has ceased, while further declines might indicate a need for more substantive developments beyond current projections. Intel is scheduled to present its outlook at the J.P. Morgan Global Technology, Media and Communications Conference on May 19, where management will address demand, supply dynamics, and the server share competition. Acer has significantly lowered the price of its Nitro V gaming laptop, marking a new low point for the Intel Core series. According to recent reports from Technobuzz, the Acer Nitro V gaming laptop, equipped with an Intel Core i5 processor, is now available for purchase at an aggressive price of $769.99. This price adjustment positions the Nitro V as a highly competitive option in the budget-to-mid-range gaming laptop market, offering consumers access to capable performance at a substantially reduced cost. The move by Acer aims to boost sales and capture a larger segment of the gaming laptop market by making powerful specifications more accessible. A recent analysis, titled Sunday Best, my latest around-the-league NBA intel on possible player, coach, and executive movement, has surfaced, offering in-depth intelligence on potential shifts within the NBA landscape. The report appears to focus on significant player, coaching, and executive movements across various teams. The timing of the release is notable, coinciding with the conclusion of the second round of the playoffs and the broadcast of the Cavs at Pistons Game 7 on Prime Video. The intel reportedly covers developments concerning Cleveland, Philadelphia, and New Orleans, including chatter about a coaching carousel. Furthermore, the analysis is noted for containing news that is expected to be particularly relevant to Victor Wembanyama.